In 2023, starring Anthony Mackie. Action TV series Twisted Metal hits strongly in the 4th episode. After John and Quiet escaped from the Agent Stone, they continue on the non-stop road. There is not much time left for John. He must pick up the parcel within the specified time. Only can realize his dream. However, a group of big lorries suddenly appear on the way. Take both of them away, and when they see the light again, meet a cart manager named Watts. She says that someone wants to talk to them. Soon, she takes them to meet everybody in the place. It turns out that after the end of the world, they escaped by driving these big lorries. These days, they have been on the road. Because there's danger out there. Watts takes the two to another car. She introduces his grandmother. And she says directly that she needs John's help to get some medicine back. John wants to refuse because his time is running out. He's afraid something will happen if it's delayed. Grandma sees that he wants to refuse, so she tells John that she would help to reassemble his car. And also give a powerful shell. John can't refuse Grandma's offer at all. Because his car has been torn down beyond recognition at the Agent Stone's place. It's not close to Chicago now. If he doesn't rearm, he will be attacked a lot along the way. So he can only agree. Soon, John and Quiet hit the road again. According to the address from Watts, the two set foot on the road to find the pharmacist. They arrive at the pharmacist. But the other party thinks they are enemies. So intentionally let them drink lemon juice with medicine. Then the two are temporarily unable to move. Just as the pharmacist is about to attack John. John says that he just come to get medicine for Watts's grandma. The prescription is in his bag. After the pharmacist checks the prescription, she immediately gives them the antidote. And untie them. John asks curiously why the pharmacist doesn't live with Watts. She says that the plants need a lot of growing space. Watts can't provide for them. So she can only choose to live here. There were many enemies attacking here. But she can handle it alone. Looking at the lonely pharmacist, John also feels the same way. After successfully obtaining the medicinal materials, he hurries back to look for Watts. It is not safe to drive at night. They are going to have a night off at the cinema. They watch silent movie and give each other funny lines to the protagonists. Quiet remembers the time she spent with her brother. She can't help but feels a little sad. She drapes her brother's coat over herself. Wants to feel the residual temperature of her brother. Looking at Quiet's sad appearance. John wants to make her feel at home. So he washes her brother's coat while Quiet is asleep. When Quiet wakes up, she finds her brother's coat washed. Suddenly, she shouts angrily, grabs the coat and gets into a cold war with John. Soon, John brings the medicines and gives them to Watts. And hopes Watts's grandma can get better soon. But Watts says that these medicines are brought to make grandma feel less painful when she leaves. After hears what Watts says, Quiet talks to grandma puzzledly. Grandma's optimistic words make her and John look at each other. In the apocalypse, whoever can choose the way they want to die, which are very lucky already. After successfully taking the medicine, Grandma gives Quiet a notebook. At last she calls Watts to say goodbye. After doing all this, she closes her eyes. Sleeping in her favorite car. Watts holds a funeral ceremony for Grandma. Unexpectedly, without crying and sorrow. After Watts sends Grandma's car off the cart. Immediately presses the detonation button. Grandma and her car sleep together forever. Everyone is partying at night. John wants to comfort Watts. But Watts is talking to the pharmacist at this time. The two also choose reconciliation. John also drives a new assembled car. Sets foot on a brand new journey with Quiet. A circus minivan plays cheerful music. Come to the door of a base. Before the guard can cross-examine the situation. The mouth is stuffed into a grenades by the clown who gets off the bus. The guard is so scared, call for help, but then his whole head is blown off. This is the latest American intense action TV series Twisted Metal, launched in 2023. John just escaped from the base of a group of militants, ready to send Quiet to a city called Topeka. But just 3 kilometers from Topeka, Quiet drugs John. It turns out that this city of Topeka is the headquarters of the evil organization that killed Quiet's brother. Quiet wants to avenge her brother, but she knows that she will die anyway. She couldn't bear John to die with her. So she leaves him on the road. At this time, the fearsome clown goes to the evil organization alone. This is where John and Quiet just escaped. Stu, who covered John's escape before, has been convicted of traitor by this gang. When he is ready to cue him up for death, suddenly a guard rushes in before she can speak. The clown's machete has pierced the door.
Hi everybody!
They are frightened to disgrace and quickly grab the weapons to fight. Although obese, the clown is still vigorous. Just a while, he slaughters all the members of the evil organization inside. All the prisoners who were caught were ready to die. But don't expect to be saved by the clown, so they stand up and applaud for the clown. This makes him very happy. John wakes up to find a tramp about to take off his pants. This makes John sick and immediately gets up and kills this crazy tramp. John finds the note left by Quiet. Although they hated each other at first, along the way, there are also feelings of interdependence. John can't help worrying about Quiet's safety. Guards from the headquarters patrol outside. Quiet has slipped into their car. With the help of Guard's vehicle, Quiet is able to enter the headquarters building smoothly. Then Quiet begins to attack secretly. After killing 2 guards and changing into their uniform, she enters the headquarters disguised as one of them. It is really like another world, which is in obvious contrast with the doomsday scene outside. However, the scenes of executing prisoners everywhere, it's incompatible with the harmonious scene. Quiet is not a member of the base after all. The flaw is soon discovered by a base member. Quickly slips out by stepping on the accelerator of the car. On the other side of evil organization, bodies of division members are everywhere. The clown killed them all with a machete. At this time a guard finds that Stu and is about to kill him. The clown appears behind him in time and saves Stu, who thought he would be dead. Looking at Stu's body, which is almost as strong as himself, the clown asks Stu to join him. Stu also meets his former friend Mike. However, Mike has already broken with him and Stu doesn't tell Mike's position. Cover for him and spare his life. At this point the head of the headquarters, Agent Stone, has learned that Quiet has mixed in. He tells his men not to kill her first but to get rid of her by himself. He wants to set up a prestige in front of his men. Fighting off the charts, after blood washing the division of evil organization, Stu and others adore Clown very much and decide to follow him and continue to attack the evil organization. Quiet is chased after by the guards all the way and finally meet the leader, Agent Stone. One wants to avenge for her brother, another one wants to kill her. So to set up a prestige, Agent Stone asks all his men back out. He drives a modified chariot and crushes Quiet. How can Quiet be his opponent? Soon her car is overturned by a shell. Quiet is injured and struggling to climb out of the car. Agent Stone wants to finish her. Aim at Quiet and shoot wildly. Just then, turns out that John is really worried about Quiet. He comes to the rescue by driving his car. Fortunately, the guards are all sent away by Agent Stone. John can only save the dying Quiet.